Hey everybody, I am here with Jesus Sains, and she is a newer coach in the Hope Nation team, and I'm really excited to have her share a little bit of her story with you today. So I'm going to just let you tell us how you got started with Beachbody, when that was, and how you got started.
Okay, yeah, sure. So actually, I got started with my boyfriend. He had actually heard about Beachbody before, and so he's like, "Hey, I heard about P90X. Have you ever heard of it?" I had never heard of it before, so I was like, "No, I've never heard about it." He said, like, "Well, let's give it a try," and that's pretty much how we started.
So what made you decide to go into coaching versus staying a challenger or customer?
Yeah, at first, honestly, it was just for the discount on the products because we were doing the programs. We had been using the supplements, and we like are hardcore believer in the supplements. Like they help with the soreness and everything. And we're like, well, if we could get a discount on the products that we're using already, anyways, then why not? That was initially the reason. But then as all my coworkers started asking me more about, hey, what are you doing? What's working for you? You look strong, you look happy, you look healthy. My boyfriend told me, why don't you take it more seriously? Everyone's asking you what you're doing and you're already telling them anyways. So you might as well get paid for it. And I was like, yeah, that's true. So
Exactly.
thank my boyfriend for it. He's the catalyst for everything.
Sometimes we just need that little push, to go in the right direction.
Yeah, yeah. And I didn't even realize I was doing it just because I would get so excited about just telling people what had been working for me and, what had been working for my boyfriend. So I never even thought about it until he actually mentioned it. He said, like, you're already telling people about it. Like, so just why not get paid to do it? You like doing it. You like telling them about it. You seem excited. Just go for it. And I was like, yeah, I should.
Yeah, it's just a natural progression. Whenever you start to see your own results and you start to just really enjoy what you're doing, it's just natural to tell other people about it. And like you said, they saw your results. And so it's just paying it forward at that point. So,
Yeah.
what do you love most about coaching?
Um, I like two things, and they're both selfish. So, uh, the first is just the control I have over my time, and that's something that I never realized that I would be able to have until I started coaching. I could, and this is just plain confession. I woke up at 11 o'clock in the morning today, and I didn't have to explain that to anyone. I could work in little hours of time, in the car while my boyfriend's driving. I could do it from 7 to 8 or from 8 to 9 when my daughter's asleep. Like I just love the control over my time. And that's something that as we become, I guess, parents, you don't realize how valuable time is until you actually have it back. And so that's one of the things that I love. The other is selfish as well. I love that I get to impact people's lives, and that's selfish for me because my goal in this life, my how I define success is that I want to have a real impact on as many people as possible before I leave this earth, and I feel like I've done that with my boyfriend, and I'm doing that now with the challengers that I've had, and that really impacts me. I mean, it's selfish, and but I feel like in a way I'm helping them too, and I couldn't ask for a job that gives me that.
Yeah, I mean, I would have to disagree and say that is not selfish. I think that is very selfless because you want to make a difference in people's lives. That's amazing. And I mean, yes, of course, you get compensated and you get to have the good feeling and everything of helping people, but really, like, that is impacting their lives forever. So it's not selfish. It's okay.
Yeah, and I mean, the days that I don't feel like doing it, I don't feel like working out. I get a Facebook post from one of my challengers, and she tells me, "Hey, I lost 4 pounds in 2 weeks thanks to you," and that just motivates me all over again. And
Absolutely.
that's one of the things that I love about the job is that not only do I feel like I'm helping people, but they help me too whenever I'm feeling down or whenever I don't have that motivation. So I mean, I'm really grateful to have this opportunity and a job like this.
Well, you're doing an awesome job. So let's think back to when you were a newer coach, or maybe some of the new coaches you've been bringing on. What's the best piece of advice that you would give someone who's just starting out, whether it's something that you wish you would have known or something that you were told and really was helpful, or just anything?
Yeah. Well, I would say with this job, it's gonna challenge you. Like I said, when you don't feel like working out, you're gonna have to do it because you have people that are looking at you as an example, and they're looking at you as motivation. And it's gonna challenge you. It's gonna make you push outside your boundaries. It's gonna, sometimes it's gonna make you be fearful. It's gonna make you feel stressful, but it'll make you become the best version of yourself. And if you want to be successful in this coaching job, that's what you have to be. You have to be the best version of yourself, so that way you inspire other people to be the best versions of themselves. So even though you're gonna have hardships, you're gonna not be motivated and things like that, it's all part of the process. And I would say don't quit. Don't quit. Keep going. Push past those feelings of being uncomfortable, and just get to the best version that you can be.
That's awesome. Excellent advice. So, one last question for you. Just fill in the blank for me. If not for Beachbody,
I never would have been able to reclaim my body. And what I mean by that is, before this, you're aware, I know other people aren't aware of, but I have rheumatoid arthritis, and it's a disease that at its worst, you're immobile. You don't have control over your body. And I feel like exercise, but basically to Beachbody in general, just being able to get through the programs taught me that I am strong, not just physically, but mentally, that I can overcome anything that, is thrown at me. And I just feel like I was able to finally find my strength, just my physical strength, but my inner strength, my mental strength. And I feel like if there's a lot of people out there that are thinking, hey, I can't do this. This is too hard for me. I would tell them, look at me. I would tell them, look at me, and if I could do it, you could do it. Because I used to not even be able to get out of the bed. And now I'm doing pull-ups on a pull-up bar. So you don't tell me you can't do it. You can. And I feel if it wasn't for Beachbody, I would not have been able to find that strength inside me.
well, your story is incredible. I'm so glad to have you a part of our team. And thank you for spending some time with us now and sharing your story. So I appreciate you so much. And we'll be seeing you soon.
I appreciate you too. Thanks for having me.